The Bulls leading by 13. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
41 seconds left in the first. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Free throw good. Crowder. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Mickey. And the Bulls making a change also. Gasol's checked in. And he makes both free throws. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Chicago's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And he gets it to go.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Yeah, and as the officials look on, the footage relayed to them by the NBA's replay center in Secaucus, the process getting better and faster over the years.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want
the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark. Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. B-Train out there with the Beast. Then it's the Kid, and it's Big Daddy, and it's B in at the 1 spot. Knocks it loose. And the pass to B-Train. Tries from 16, and it's denied. Bradley dishes to Zeller. Out to the right wing. Now Crowder. Pocket 6. Bank shot. No good.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
On the wing, Turner. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And the Celtics making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The feed now to Crowder. They set the pick. He dishes it to Bradley. On the wing, Turner. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Crowder. And that's an air ball. Not even close. The Bulls leading by 23. To the inside. The Beast. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First one falls for him. 2 shots. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now here's Turner. The dish to Olynyk. Johnson the screen. Olynyk the pass to Turner. It's deflected. Throws it up high.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Mickey's checked in from Amir Johnson. Here's Olynyk. Busted. No good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. 18 points for B.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The shot by Turner, no good.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
And here are the Bulls now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Down low, here's the kid, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Knocked away. One-on-one fast break. Here's B-Train. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Jumps up. Look at that. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Evan Turner. Thomas a screen. Smart kicks to Thomas. Feeds it to Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. Mickey. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Let's take this moment to show you who led the league in scoring during the regular season. Well, you look at B, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. The first one falls. Sellinger's checked in for the Celtics. Good on both. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. There's the pick inside. Shot's good by Wilson. Wilson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
Bradley, no one around him. Good on the triple. Bradley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Passes to B-Train. Here's the beast, Sullinger defending, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Boston. Thomas goes in. It's all in by the Bulls. The Beast's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wilson, oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
.32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here's Smart. He kicks to Bradley. He feeds it to Sullinger. This one for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And Thomas, here we go. That's tipped. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Bulls out front, running away with it. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building, obvious. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And guys, for the Bulls, we're only 2.5 games into this series, but it's already looking like they've booked their place in the next round. Up 2 games to none with a huge lead tonight. They are in the driver's seat. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
And welcome. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup.
Talk about some great numbers for B. He's got 21 points and 6 steals. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Olynyk is out there with Johnson. And it's Turner in at the small forward. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Elbow shot is on the way. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
B. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he gets the bucket. And that's 11 points for the Beast.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Johnson the screen. Thomas goes in. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Boston again missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
That's his first personal foul.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Bradley kicks to Thomas.
That steal was the product of active hands and outstanding defensive awareness there.
And it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Bradley. Left side, Turner. It's stolen. And he lobs it up.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Now, here's Thomas. He's guarded close. Johnson, good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 6 points for Johnson.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's the Beast. Drills it from outside. The Beast's got 14.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside Thomas. Kicks it to Olynyk. Poke loose. 6 to shoot. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams were the toughest on opposing ball handlers in the regular year. Number 1, the Bulls.
Kevin, time and time again, this team has proved during the regular season that they were a force to be reckoned with at the defensive end of the floor. Active, always in the stands, always applying pressure.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's 11 points for Big Daddy.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
The Celtics shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Isaiah Thomas.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And some changes here for the Celtics. Sellinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk for Johnson. And Smart subbed in for Evan Turner. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Boston again missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And that one's good. 14 points for the kid.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Thomas up top. He has 5. And the basket good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-5 run here. To the paint. Here's Huertas. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand. Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And that one's good. 16 points for the Beast.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Pass to Smart. Shoots a 3. And the shot is good. 1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Huertas. He's guarded by Thomas. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. He's checked in for Chicago. Now, here's Thomas. Tight defense on him. The shot by Sullinger. Wide open. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 7th assist in the game. Chicago's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. 50 seconds left to play in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Celtics making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Butler's checked in. Here's Crowder. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Smart kicks to Bradley. Plenty of space. That's short off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And yes, sir, that one drops. 16 points for the kid.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Wilson. And no good trying to get that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. So for Chicago right now, we've got B-Train. Get out there with B, and it's the Beast, and it's Wilson in at the 3 spot.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
To the wing right side. Here's Mickey. Dishes to Urepko. Clock at 4. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Can't hit. And it's Chicago the other way. And now here comes Wilson leading the break. And that one's good. And that's now 18 points for the kid.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. Don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Outside Wilson to the wing on the left. Here's the kid. Another three for Chicago.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Over to the wing. They set the screen. Pass to Jerebko. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Rozier. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Zeller. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Mickey. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Howell. To the left wing. Top of the key. Got a piece of it. Inside.
Surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Here's Mickey, and Jerebko has it in the corner. Rozier, the pass to Howell. Got a piece of it. The feed to Jerebko. Here's Zeller. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
There's the screen. Here's Rozier. And the 3-ball is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the beast. Another 3 for Chicago.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
1:53 left in the game. The dish now to Jerebko. Over to the wing. To the middle. Right wing. Inside. Here's Mickey. And the shot is long.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Bulls.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for B. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And that one's good.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Rozier. It's all in by the Bulls.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
He dishes it to Zeller. Feeds it to Urebko. Back to Zeller, to the paint, from the left block. And it's Rozier missing.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And the Bulls, another three.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan player of the game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb. That's how you play the point in this league, ladies and gentlemen.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round one action of the NBA playoffs coming your way. For Shaq and Kenny the Jet Smith and Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. Good night, everybody.